Oh, friggin' rights, boys. Friggin', we gotta get fucking different parts, don't we, buddy?
Yeah.
Gotta go get different parts and different things, but I got some mail today. I did. Getting freaking Sony big time, but I got some mails, and it was pulley taps. So as we, in accordance that we can tap some different types of pulleys for friggin' a sack, and some friggin' Craftsman picks.
Good J-hook, buddy.
Yep, it's got a J-hook onto it. That's right, buddy. But, and the old lady's wheel bearing came in, so friggin' rights for that big time. Onwards and we're cheeched. But, yeah, so friggin' as soon as I find 11 minutes, I'll friggin' stab that on the friggin' vanward department. But, onward. Oh yeah, look what Breezy British bloke left me. It's a shelf. It's a shelf, buddy.
Yeah.
We love that kind. Big time. But, onwards, friggin', we gotta go get different types of parts, different types of things, and fuck's sakes, and then we cheeched. Beg my pardon. Oh shit, the friggin' cops just passed me. I was freaking out big time because they were behind me. And then we cheeched. Didn't we, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, but I really don't like the cops behind me. In front of me, not so bad. Behind me, I don't like that kind too much. But in other words, very neat positive vibes in the sky over there, buddy. You saw it?
Yeah.
It's very neat. This guy in the Nissan up there really friggin' floored her past Pug One, eh?
Just hammer down big time.
Pug One just fucking gives her shit, and it clearly isn't enough for the cops and that guy, eh?
Yeah.
Pay my part. Oh fuck, if I didn't have a Sony camera, you would have been able to saunt the friggin' cops just cocking somebody's day over, and you'd also be able to see pig iron, but I beg my pardon. This is only like a fucking, $1,000 fucking camera. Won't even focus, ever. It's so cool. I love it. Oh my goodness, I need this in my belly right now. Oh, well, friggin' rights, boys. Friggin' me and Joshua got back. We ended up going to Sarnia to look at some clutches and some shit and some stuff, but it was not for Pug One. Normally Pug One would just say fuck it and give the kid what he wants and just take his fucking hoard and dig the bits he wants, but this stuff was pretty dicked, so I quit that kind. I quit that kind. But, so we drove to Sarnia for no reason, and then we drove to Strathroy, and we got us a chair, boys. So this is kind of what we're gonna go for. I'm gonna put the corners on the corners, and then, I'm gonna put a friggin' elbow into it, so it's like, it comes out straight, and then the corners can sit on there, and then I'll have like a tab, and the front ones will have a nut and bolt, and the back ones will have a pin, so it's in accordance to, gas tank situation, you know the deal. The lawn chair, you know what I'm saying? Except for it'll be in accordance to that one. No arms, so you can really buck your legs out. These are stunt chairs. This is gonna be a stunt chair, right? So freaking, I picked up a chair, and then buddy was like, oh yeah, do you need any more? And I was like, sure, man. So I picked up a few more, right? So I picked up, a couple more, so we got a couple spares or whatever. And then I was like, oh, what are these ones doing? And then so he gave me a couple more, and I grabbed like a few more of them, or something like 5 or 8 more, or something like that. And then he just had one more stack. And so I grabbed those ones too. So I got like 19 altogether, friggin' rights. So like this chair over here, it's still the original. It's still the original chair from when I got it off John Luke. Like I built this in John Luke's shop, and I had like an old wooden chair, and it was just like the completest piece of shit wooden chair you could ever imagine. I was just like kind of sitting it on there to just lookinsies purposes, right? Just for lookinsies. And he got all butthurt and says, that was an antique and that I should fucking just use one of those lawn chairs. And that's how the lawn chair was born. So friggin', yeah, that's the story behind the lawn chair. Anyways, friggin', someone who's asking me about the deal with these lawn chairs or whatever, and if it was a shopping cart and stuff. And so I'll just demonstration what I used. And this was the first thing that I ever built out of metal. So I just decided that I'd just kind of try to find, I just went to the friggin' scrapyard, and these two pieces of 1 inch by 2 inch friggin' rectangle, they were already that long, and they were a pair. Like there was 2 of them, and they were that long. So I was like, I need that. And then there was 3 pieces of angle, and they were longer, but I just cut them down. And then there's like a piece of It's like 5 or 6 inch flat plate or whatever, and I just drilled it and nut and bolted it. But I just like welded the, you know, the angle iron to the corners there, and you know, a little tab for the throttle. Like that's all. That's it. A little tab with a hole in it and a friggin' J-hook bend through the cigarette butt. Word. You know what I mean? And then the friggin' brake, same thing. Just a hole in it with a friggin' piece of aircraft cable. This one's on its last cigarette. We don't got much in the brake word department left, but you know, this one's just got a band brake. You know, of course, this one's got the torque converter on it and whatnot, different things. But yeah, just like 2 pieces of stick, 3 pieces of stick, 1 piece of stick. You know what I mean? And then friggin' couple zip ties in the front where like we had some friggin', you know, dingleberry friggin' cigarettes, but you know, they just loosen off and fall off and stupid shit, right? And then the pins in the back, pull the pins, and then you can tip the chair forward, put gas in the fucking thing, and then of course the wheelie bar, you need the wheelie bar and stuff like that. But if you'll notice, that differential right there, same, right? So friggin', it's like this, you know, it's like we're gonna try to build an in-between word. You know, it's gonna be like this one, but also like that one. So see, I'll show you this one too. Let's go have a look at this one in accordance. So friggin', this one started out as like a rear engine lawnmower frame. I don't know what kind, but you know, of course I just added the wheelie bar, and I made like a sub chassis in accordance to this thin, you know, bullshit, right? So that's 1 inch square tubing, and then 2 pieces of like flat cigarette butt. And I don't know why I did it like that, but you know, I was just starting out building stuff, so I had to notch the shit out of it down there in accordance to the chain. I don't know how good you can sant it, but you know, away she goes. This one's got a disc brake or whatever, a pig iron brake. But this piece of cardboard, this is an old piece of trailer siding right here, and this frame part here is actually the bottom of a short, stumpy shopping cart. That little frame right there for a floor and different things. So I just bent some metals and used the original stock pedal holes for the throttle and the brake, and away she goes. But you see, this is very similar to the front end off of the Jonder deck that we're going to use on the new chair. So this is going to be the next gen friggin' chairs here. I think this is like generation 4. Okay? It's the 4th gen fucking lawn chair, redneck lawn chair. Except for now it's not a lawn chair, but we're still gonna call it a lawn chair in accordance. But friggin' rights, boys. I think I just heard the hip hip for ice creams kind. I love that kind. Oh, you'll have to watch the Old Ladies movie if you'd like to see how to make some purple stuff. Big McPard. Oh, friggin' rights, love that kind. But in other words, friggin' stay tuned for a lawn chair project coming up here soon. Got the Old Ladies wheel bearing in accordance. Got the Old Ladies wheel bearing in accordance. So friggin' we'll be doing that in a minute. If you want to buy my bike, come to Inwood, buy it. Well, onwards, boys. Friggin', I hope you took a minute today to remember the ones that fucking fought to give us what we got. So, onwards, other than that, beg my pardon that we cheat. So, don't forget to check out onepickup.com, get your ducks in the ocean, as gibberish. Don't forget to like, share, favorite the movie, because it helps put out big time, unless I can big time. But onwards, there you go. Another Dick of Pokemon production. So, until tomorrow.
Don't let the watchers get you.